guys? It's Southern Cycles here. Today we're going to be going over my neighbor's 2001 Yamaha Roadstar. We got to do an oil change on it, replace the oil filter, and replace the spark plug. She just wants a little tune-up on it done. So we'll go ahead and get on that today. And it's a pretty bike. I always like Yamahas, you know. So I've already, well, I thought I did. We're gonna have to loosen up the seat to get to the oil fill point on here, so we're gonna have to turn the key right here, loosen that up, which is gonna allow us to lift the seat off. So by turning the key, you don't want to push down, you just want to turn till you feel a resistance. What that does is it opens a little latch right here inside the bike that is connected into the bottom of the seat. So from there, what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and loosen up our cap so we can get airflow. So when we do start draining up our oil, it doesn't pull a vacuum and everything comes out nice and easy. Okay, so the thing about these Roadstars is they actually have two oil plugs you got to pull. So the first one is going to be right here at the back, underneath the exhaust. You can see, you get underneath here, it's going to be right there. It's going to be a 7mm. And your next one is going to be up here at the front of the bike somewhere. Let's see here. Should be right there as well. Should be another 17mm. And then obviously we got to pull our oil filter, which is going to be right there at the front of the bike. If I can get it to right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this bolt pulled. Let me go get my oil pan and we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and slide our oil pan underneath here. Got my 17mm. Get it on that bolt. I'm gonna break her loose. It's on there. Try to do this without rounding out the head of that bolt. There we go. Got it broke loose. We'll put some gloves on. I have a glove on. I just didn't want to get my tools all oily grab with them. We can go pull this drain plug bolt. Get that underneath there a little bit more. Let that oil start flowing. Set this plug out of the way. And I'm going to clean this plug up, look at it, make sure everything's, good on it. Now these aren't like your typical plug where they have a magnet on the end of it to catch any metal shavings. So just be mindful when you do this, look at your oil, make sure everything's good. Alright, now so we're going to go ahead and slide this over, and then I'll bring y'all to the other side and we'll get started there. Alright, we'll put y'all right here. So we got our oil filter right here. Your oil filter. And then the other drain plug, if I get down here I can show y'all. Should be, let's see here. See if I can get y'all a better angle. No. I can't. Not much room to get between here, between the frame of the bike and the drain plug itself. So what I'm using is my narrow head ratchet, the shallow socket. Let's try the socket on first, and then try putting the ratchet on it. Doubt y'all can see what's going on here, but trust me, I'm trying to get to it right now. Oh, that's not working, so we're gonna go see if
I got a 17 millimeter
Got
box
a
wrench.
17mm box wrench.
We're gonna try to put that on there now. Move y'all out the way real quick. Kind of push it over now. Looking over it. Last thing we need to do is dump that all out. Alright, that should have been it. I should have broke it loose right there. Oh yeah, that was it. Put our pan back over here. Keep hitting my head on this turn signal up here. Get my hand up in here. Probably have to let this one fall in and just clean up a little bit of degreaser. Alright. Try to do it without letting it fall in though. Hopefully. Oh, we made a miss. Oh man. Well, do not do that. Unless you have a way of easily cleaning your boat. I got some kitty later. We'll put down on that.
So you go down to Walmart and get you a little dollar bag of kitty litter. It's good for. It's the same thing you're gonna go get at the auto parts stores. So works just as well. Once that drains out, I'll kind of make this little pile right here. Kind of just spread it out on there. Kind of like so. Get the large majority of that soaked up. Keep it from really spreading anymore. Need a little bit more. Alright, we get that all sorted out. Alright. So now, we get that done. Go ahead and scoot that over just a hair. Now this should be hand tight. Now let's see if they put it on right. Well, let's time this thing out of oil change. Oh, they did. Sweet. 90% of the time I gotta sit there and get a pair of channel locks and grab a hold of these things. I'm just looking at my forearm. Get the oil filter off. Drop it down in there. Let everything drain out.
And then I'll show you what the next step's gonna be. Just gonna screw right on there, get a little oil on our finger. We're gonna rub it on that seal right there. Clean our hand off real quick. Alright, we're gonna screw that back on. You know, you only want to put it back on hand tight. You don't need to go crazy with it or anything else. Matter of fact, I have nothing bad to say about the Wix oil filters. I actually run one on my Harley. I'll show you all that here in the upcoming video soon. Alright, so there's our oil filter. Alright. Get that a little bit more snug. We want it to be hand tight. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're done draining down here. We're going to put our drain plug back in. Now keep in mind, whenever you do drain plugs, just look at them. Sometimes you'll take a drain plug off and they'll have an O-ring. These do not have an O-ring. The ones on my Harley, they do have O-rings. So pay attention to those. Always make sure if you do see an O-ring, go ahead and replace it. So we're going to get down here, check this out real quick. Alright, that's just barely dripping, so we're going to move our drain pan out of the way. Come up here. We're going to get that. And start threading it back in the hole. As you can see, you know, down here we still got a little bit of that oil after we move the pan around, so we're just going to spread that back out a little bit more. When I got another bag, I can open up if I need to. I think I should have some left over in this bag still, so we're going to kind of move that all around before we don't want to back our bike out and get oil all over our front tire. That's a no good situation. I still got some back there to clean up, but that'll do for now. Once we get to the other side, I'll drag this oil pan out and we'll get some more oil dry in from the other side. Well, get to it later. But, so, I got the plug hand tight. What we want to do is we're going to sit here, come back on it, put our wrench on it. We're going to snug it up. Now, what we don't want to do is what I see a lot of people do and have to deal with a lot, is we don't want to put it on so tight where we dang near need an impact to get it off. I don't know why people do that. It's not going nowhere. Just snug it up. Just snug it up. Hand tight. That one started on there. I'm gonna have to probably jack it up just a little bit with my motorcycle jack, just cause I can't really get enough travel room to tighten down that bolt. It's on there just finger tight, and we do need to go just a little bit past. I don't want to, I can get it on right there, but I do not want to round out the bolt head. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to the other side. We're gonna put the other drain plug back in. I'm gonna put the bike on the jack. We're gonna lift it up just a little bit so we have a little bit more play with our wrench. All right, so we're gonna put our other drain plug back in. We'll move that out of the way. Started by hand. Alright, ran down by hand. Now all I'm gonna do, take my ratchet, put it on one kind like that. We're gonna call that good. Tight. That's all we need. So now I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. We're gonna put the jack underneath it. Just kind of get it to sit level. Without, somebody happen to be on the bike to allow us to get over there and tighten down our bolt just a little bit more. Back over here, come underneath here. Get back on my plug. Hold on to the bike so it doesn't fall off.
We're gonna call that good. That's tight now too. All that work just to do that. Put up here. That off. We're gonna add in 1.5 quarts. Then we're gonna fire the bike up, let it suck down, kill it. Because if you don't, what's gonna happen is if you add that 1.5 quarts and you keep adding, you're gonna overflow that. So what we need to do is we need to add it very slowly, add 1.5 quarts, and then from there, we'll just add little by little, fire it up as we need to. We got our funnel in there, set that first. Go down here, we're gonna open up our other bottle. Now this is what the customer wanted me to put in their bike. I prefer mobile one. So we're going to pour in. Now this bike takes 10W40. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 4 quarts, and if we still need more, then we will slowly add in a 5th until we see the bike is full. Keep pouring that in. Trash. Alright, now we're gonna add in our 1/2 quart. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cap back on. We're just gonna crank it over a few times. Let's see here. It's 1/2 quart. Alright. So I'm gonna get the cap put back on, and we're gonna just sit there and crank it over a few times and go from there. Garage open, we're going to sit here, turn the key on. To this side. Choke. Pull our cap back off. And we can continue adding oil now. So let me get my rags so stay clean. Alright. Set that to the side. Get our funnel put back in. Start filling her up again slowly. By the time we're done with it now, it'll run even smoother. We'll go for a test ride. Alright, so there's our 4th quart. So now what we're doing is we're put our dipstick back in and check it. There. Make sure we don't get oil all over everything. Alright, so get this out of here. We'll get it up close to y'all so y'all can see it. It's gonna be kind of hard to see on there, but you can kind of see where the shimmer is. Alright, so the oil level looks relatively good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fire the bike up yet another time, let it suck more of that oil down into the bike, and check it one more time. Good. Chuck out. Light warm up a little bit. So now that we let it run run down through there a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to pull our dipstick yet again, and put more rag. What we're going to do is check the oil level. Make sure it's still good. Clean that off and reinsert it. Make sure whenever you do this, you seat it all the way. Let it sit, and then bring it back out. Okay, so as you can see, doing that, oil level dropped, and this is where that fifth bottle is going to come into play. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with just half the bottle. Put that in there. So where we're at, there's a quarter of a quart. And then there is half a quart right there. Alright, there's half a quart. Reinstall our dipstick. Check the oil level again. We're seated all the way. Alright, let it sit. Pop it loose. And as you can see, we're back to full. So what we're going to do again is we're going to fire the bike back up one more time. Let it run through. And we will check it again. It's a long process. Now that I got the bike running again, y'all didn't see any of that process I just did down there because I didn't realize I didn't have the camera set yet. I let that just run for just a few seconds. We'll kill it. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, let it run just for a second, got it a little hotter. Pop that oil cap, run it out. Clean it, drop it back in. Seat that cap all the way. Alright. Check the oil level. Okay, I kind of like that. So what we're going to put the seat back on. We got this little tab right here that I showed you in the beginning of the video. It's going to latch in right down here. So if I can get y'all to see that a little bit better. Put this little latch right here is where that tab is going to go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom y'all back out. We're going to line this back tab up with the little notch in the frame. Get that sitting in there all good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is check the under that. Turn our key, feel the resistance, and got that in place. Should be. Kind of knock it in there a little bit. Yep. And now our seat is locked in. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pull the spark plugs, replace them,
They definitely look like they've seen better days, so I'm sure they've been in there a while. So let's go ahead and get on to it. See if I can. There we go. Just gotta think outside the box sometimes. We'll do the same thing to the back head. Alright. Both those off. Nope. Okay, now maybe we can get that out now. Y'all can get the general idea. Oh yeah. Definitely a dirty plug. There we go. I'm gonna put the new plug in. Alright. That's good. Now we're gonna put our plug wire back on. Cinch that down. Make sure it's nice and good and seated on there. And we're gonna do the same thing over here on the back. Get that one out. Let's set y'all down. There we go, up so I can kind of see what's going on. All right. That one's coming out a little bit easier than the front one did. Show y'all this plug. Oh yeah. Let's see. It's definitely has some oil on it too. I don't know if y'all can focus on that. A little bit of oil on it, not much. Get another plug. And we're gonna put the new plug in. And then it'll be time to do a test fire on it. Alright, that's good. Alright, it's snapped, it's in, awesome. Alright, so now we got new plugs in. We're gonna go ahead and do a startup.